Well, hello there, Perfect Drafters. How we doing? All right? Good. So this time, we've got big bold news from Big Bold Reviews. It's something else I'm trying. I thought what we need is a Perfect Draft News monthly special on Big Bold News through the Big Bold Reviews channel. That's what I thought. Let me know if it's any good. If it's not, I won't do it again. Because I've taken a bit of time with this green screen mong bong setup and stuff like that. So, if it ain't worth it, I won't do it. I'll just review beer. So let's get into the first feature of this Big Bold News special. What has gone down in the month of February going into March? So one of the main stories has got to be the price increases. So on February, I think it was the 28th, something like that, the prices of those kegs that we love, went up a tad. Now it does depend on what kegs you like to how much that's going to impact the old pocket-a-roo. So if you are a left drinker, that's probably going to hit you the most, because those kegs have gone up £3 to £4. £3 to £4 a time. Yeah, significant. Most of them, though, around about 24 kegs, have gone up around the £1, £2 mark. So let's have a look at a graphic. Let's have a look at this graphic here and see where the kegs that are impacted the most, those that are impacted the least, those that are around about the same, and those that are actually cheaper. So a bit of controversy there, because those that have actually dropped in price, those being the Schneiders, the McKellar heated seats, and also that famous Brewdog Punk IPA. Yeah, the beer that started it all, that one, yeah. That keg has actually been reduced by 5 Snickers, 5 Snickeroos, yeah. But it was pretty expensive to start with. I say it again, Whereas the Schneiders and the McKellar heated seats, £2 droppage. So all in all, how's that gone down? Not amazing, obviously. Price changes, especially when the majority are increased, is never going to go down well. But let's face it, what's not been going up these days? Look, a lot of stuff has been increasing in price. So the transportation, the materials, and the breweries themselves would be passing on that cost increase to Beerhawk, which is obviously the main provider in the UK. We always look a bit done for when we look at our counterparts across the seas, because it's always been cheaper, hasn't it? So don't look at them. Don't depress yourself. So it is the Stella and the Tiny Rebel ones that have pretty much stayed the same. Hopefully that will please quite a few people. Those Tiny Rebel kegs are belters. They are. Club Tropica and the Cali Pale. Beauties. But like I say, there was some more wiggle room in those more recent kegs for the price to come down. So hopefully, again, if you like those, that's a winner. So what did you think to those price increases? Let me know in the comments below. I endeavour to speak to everybody, not in person, but just, virtually on the comment. So let me know, what is the consensus on those price increases? Will it be making you sell your Perfect Draft? I've seen it. It's happening. Or are you not bothered? It's a premium machine. You're going to pay a bit more to have that premium quality at home. Is that how you feel? That's what a lot of people do feel. So let me know, what do you think to that first news article on Big Bold News? Price increases, good, bad, indifferent. But on to happier news. So over the next few months, apparently, and I think quite a bit of that time's already gone, we're going to get not 1, not 2, I'm not going to go through all of that, we're going to get 6 new kegs. 6? Woohoo! Now that is happy days, especially for this guy, because I have ramped through those Perfect Draft kegs. I have nearly reviewed them all, so I need some more content for this channel. So thank you, Beerhawk, for releasing more kegs. But what are they going to be? What would you like to see? Beerhawk do send out a monthly newsletter, and you can say, I would like to see this keg, I would like to see that keg. So it's worth a plump, innit? Have a go. Pop on their survey and tell them what you would like to see. Because if enough people said the same beer, they've got to look at it seriously. So what has been discussed? There's been the likes of Innocent Gun. Now that's been discussed a fair bit, and it would be a belter on there. I don't see it. I don't think it's going to happen. One that's definitely going to happen, well, it's got to. It's on their sister site over in France, is the Victoria Belgian beer. Now that is an 8.5%er. Apparently, it's the InBev equivalent of a Duval. I'm just thinking of it now. I mean, that's going to be like between a La Trappe and a Ritual 9. It's going to be a belter. That looks class. And that looks like it's coming to us very soon. What else is coming to us? There's been hints, people. There's been hints of that apple goodness. Cider. Cider on the Perfect Draft. Are you bothered? Are you bothered about that? A lot of people do bang on about it. But are we really bothered? Because let's face it, cider's not bad out of a bottle. Really? Is it? Proper Leicester there again. Bottle. But cider's not bad out of a bottle. It's really not. Do we need it on draft? I know the Blade's got it on draft. So if you're a Blade owner, do you have cider much? Let us Perfect Drafters know. And what is that cider going to be? I mean, obviously we did recently see, well, I say recently, it's about a year ago now when the Tennent's controversy hit. You know, the Tennent's brewery's on there. So it could be a Magners. Could be. Or it could be more likely the Stella Sidri thing, whatever it is. I don't think I've ever had that. But if it comes on here, I'll have it and I'll review it. But what cider would you like to see? What could it be? And what are those other 4 kegs going to be? So a Victoria, a cider, and there's going to be 4 other kegs. Let's have a bit of a guess. Let's have a bit of a game. What do you think it might be? So next, the PerfectDraft Pro. It's got to hit soon, hasn't it? It only came out in beta, I think it was around November time, and 130 odd people, they got their hands on it. Now, the kind of opinions that we've seen on that machine is it's a good machine. Some people said it looks quality. Some people said it looks an absolute beast. It is bigger. And you have to think that one of the errors they've made is making it that bit bigger, because the standard height between your worktop and your kitchen units, I think that is pretty much a standard size. And that's not going to fit. So, could be a bit of an error there. I'm not going to hold that too much against it. Let's face it, if it's an absolute belter of a machine, we will find room, people. We will find room. Those with a home bar will obviously find room. They'll lob that in there. Has that reduced its market though? Potentially, yes. Will they sell the normal machine from Philips alongside the Pro? I should think so, yes. They do seem to be having, and when I say they, it's always like Beerhawk really that I'm referring to. They do seem to have a lot of sales at the moment on the PerfectDraft machine. So even though they're giving out a referral code which gives the buyer a 15% discount on it, and it gets you a lot of tokens, 30 or 35 quid's worth of tokens. Even though they're giving that out, if you go on the actual site at the moment, they're giving you 50 quid off the machine, which is better than that deal. It does look like they're getting rid of that PerfectDraft machine an awful lot. Have they got a surplus of stock? Did they think lockdown was going to continue longer? Got loads more made because there was a surge on them when the pubs were shut. So is that their thinking? Have they overstocked on the Philips PerfectDraft machine? What do you reckon to that? They do seem to be flogging it an awful lot. But in terms of the PerfectDraft Pro, it's got to all be out there soon. I have heard there might well be another release of around about 1,000 machines anytime soon. Towards the end of March, maybe going into April. But look, there could be another release of the PerfectDraft Pro, so keep your eye on the Beerhawk website. Keep a check on your emails from the Beerhawk email coming in to tell you it's been released, because that's where you're going to know first that that machine is on sale. And if there is only 1,000, they're going to go out pretty quick. Those 130, I think, went out in about 24 hours. So you've got to keep your eye on it. Will Baldy be getting one? Of course I will. I will absolutely get one of those machines. That's what I plan to have out in my bar. It's just simply because hopefully it will keep its temperature a bit better in those very hot summer months. That's what I'm hoping. Now that temperature control is obviously its major seller. But will that make you buy a PerfectDraft Pro, especially if you have a PerfectDraft already? Or are you just going to bypass that? You're happy with the 3 degrees? Happy days. If you're a lager drinker, I would say there's not much point. If you like your IPAs, you like your Belgian ales, it could be worth a shot. So let me know, are you going to buy a Pro or are you just going to let it go? And then finally, as a bit of fun, what I thought I'd do on these Big Bold News, PerfectDraft, Big Bold Reviews videos, if they work, I thought I'd do a Perfect Drafter of the Month. So the first Perfect Drafter of the Month is one Darren Bonner, known to his mates as Dolly Bird. Darren the Dolly Bird. He's had his Perfect Draft since the 12th of February 2021. So he's just had his year-long anniversary with his Perfect Draft. What a lovely moment. His favourite keg is Jupiler. Is that the right choice, Dolly Bird? I would pick a Hertog. But a Jupiler's not a bad one. I'm not going to criticise you for that. Enjoy your Jupiler. His least favourite keg, and he said, Baldy, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to let him off, is the Goose Island Golden Goose Lager. Now, I don't know why he said, Baldy, you're not going to like this, because I didn't find that my favourite either. I've got to be honest. A bit of a nothingness. I was a bit disappointed with that. When he came out with the Goose IPA, Goose Midway, and Golden Goose Lager 3-pack, and also at the time, I think you got a chance of winning a Golden Goose handle. I was relatively new to the Perfect Draft, and I was quite excited. But I was a little bit disappointed in that Golden Goose Lager. Not awful, but not a major impact lager for me. And also, there's far better on there. In fact, Dolly Bird, your Jupiler that you've picked, I totally agree, better than the Golden Goose Lager. Now, the beer that he would love to see on the Perfect Draft, it's actually sold in my local, and it's called Madry. A lot of people I've seen have said they'd like to see this on the Perfect Draft. I wonder how many times it's been suggested in that Beer Hawk survey. But yeah, Madry. Good shout, Dolly Bird. Good shout. What do you think to his suggestions on that? And I did ask him, I said, Darren, I didn't call him Dolly Bird because I didn't feel close enough to him just yet. And I probably never will get that close to him. But I did say, give me a fun fact. And he told me this. He said on a Friday, what he likes to do is load up a keg. Hopefully he's done that a little bit in advance to get down to temperature. He plays on a Friday evening a bit of Call of Duty. He didn't say what platform, although that's probably irrelevant to the story. He plays a bit of Call of Duty with his mates, online I presume, because as soon as my video drops, he just cuts off. He has a look at my video, sees what snackage I'm having, and has a little drink along with Baldy. Good lad, good lad. I will now be thinking when this one goes out, because hopefully this will also go out on a Friday, Darren or Dolly Bird, enjoy your beer. Sorry to his mates that were expecting him to continue with the Call of Duty game. That's life. Enjoy. So no, thank you, Darren, for sending in that information. But if you would like to be Perfect Drafter of the Month, what I've done is set up a little quick form on the Big Bold Reviews website that you can just fill out with the facts that you'd like me to share, and I will share away. Also, if you want to send me a few images of your Perfect Draft machine, if you've got a nifty skin, if you've got a bar that you'd like to show off, or any kind of accessories or anything like that around the Perfect Draft, send that in with your submission, and I'll also share those with our Perfect Draft community. So anyway, people, if there's anything you would like me to cover in the next Big Bold News on the Perfect Draft from Big Bold Reviews, I need a snappier title, I think. But if there's anything that you would like me to share next time, just let me know. But for now, people, have an absolute belter of a weekend. What I have realised is doing this kind of video means I don't get any suppage and I'm rather thirsty. So I'm going to go and have a beer. Might have a packet of pickled onion Monster Munch with it. But for now, people, have an absolute belter of a weekend. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Cheers, Perfect Drafters. Cheers.